Imagine you are searching for a zoo to take your family to. You go to the zoo and you see animals pacing back and forth, walking in circles, or even biting themselves while in tiny cages with nails and wires poking out. You as the audience don't think anything of it because you have no idea how these animals should be raised, which is what the Association of Zoos and Aquariums, or in other words, the AZA, is working to fix. I'm here to persuade you on why you should support the AZA, how to support it, and what will happen if you don't support it. So the AZA is a non-profit organization that works to meet the highest level of animal care and welfare, all at the same time as making it a fun and safe way for people and families to learn about these animals. The AZA dedicates millions of dollars each year to support scientific research, conservation, and educational programs. The easiest way to know if a zoo or aquarium is part of the AZA is to look for the logo or visit aza.org to read the list of AZA accredited zoos. So now I'm going to show you a video about the AZA.
What if leopards lost their spot in the animal kingdom? And whales were just a distant tale. Animal Planet encourages you to support species conservation by visiting your local AZA accredited zoo or aquarium. They're much more than a place to visit animals. Accredited zoos and aquariums work behind the scenes on conservation projects that help save species. To find an AZA accredited zoo or aquarium near you, go to aza.org today.
So now that you know what the AZA is, I'm going to explain exactly how to support it, or why you should support it. Since the animal species are depleting each year, these zoos are working towards the protection and threatened and endangered species, which is the SAFE, which stands for Saving Animals from Extinction. The AZA Survival Plan, or the SSP, is a program created to breed these animals and make sure they have sustainable genetic diversity for self-sustaining populations. Studies show that animals that are in what are called roadside zoos have very poor care, and is what the AZA is working against. So this is probably the worst version of a roadside zoo. So now that you know what the AZA is and why you should support the AZA, I'm going to explain to you how to support it. First thing you can do is stop going to zoos and aquariums not supported by the AZA. For example, in Pennsylvania, there are 2 roadside zoos called Living Treasures Wild Animal Park. Second, report zoos to people for the ethical treatment of animals known as PETA, or the American Society for the Protection of Cruelty to Animals known as ASPA. You can also create a petition to close roadside zoos around you by going to change.org. You can volunteer and work at an AZA zoo or aquarium, which is what I'm doing in these pictures here at Busch Gardens. You can petition for better laws for zoo animals. And last, you can go to aza.org and apply to be a member of AZA or donate to the organization. And I'm going to show you another video about the AZA.
There really are no animal problems. It's people problems.
We are the Association of Zoos and Aquariums.
The zoos and aquariums are frankly the gateway to conservation for 200 million Americans every year.
The AZA sets standards for animal care and welfare, for conservation, for education.
The association is creating new standards, is creating new frontiers.
The need to have sanctuary that has accreditation, that meets standards, is extraordinarily important.
The AZA can do things that we can't do ourselves. They can certainly advocate
on our behalf.
There are so many success stories, from California condors to black-footed ferrets,
The bald eagle to the Florida manatees.
species that would not live among us if it wasn't for zoos and aquariums.
My biggest goal working with the Association of Zoos and Aquariums is to make sure that the tens of millions of American children every year that go through leave not only caring about wildlife, but feeling empowered to do something about it.
Most people are never going to have the opportunity to go on a river trip on the Amazon, but they can visit an accredited zoo or aquarium and experience those animals and grow to care about them.
We're really beginning, I think, to see a movement of people, in particular young folks, that understand that we've got to protect the oceans, that we've got to protect species, and that our lives really depend on that.
Just by visiting, just by being a member of that organization, you're fulfilling one of the largest investments in global conservation for species in your neighborhood and around the world.
Be involved. Don't be a passive visitor.
We are
We are the Association of Zoos and Aquariums.
volunteer.
Visit, engage.
There is amazing work going out there.
Please join us.
Okay, so today I taught you what the AZA is, why you should support it, and how to support it. In conclusion, these animals need your help to live long, happy lives. Our responsibility is to care for the nature and the world and animals that we live with. If this is not stopped, animals will continue to be abused and left to die in places like roadside zoos. Next time you go to a zoo, really look at an animal in the eye. You will feel a connection. You want to save these species as much as I do. And if you would like to learn more about the AZA, here is a QR code that you can scan. And any questions?